Hi farm friends, welcome to Haven Acres. Thanks for joining us today. We are going to share a video with you on the process of foraging for, collecting, drying, and using chaga. Chaga is a mushroom that is new to us. It's not new to us, we've heard about it before, but this is actually our first time using it. So thanks for coming along on this journey. I hope that if you have never used chaga before, that you will learn something new and see a couple of ways that we're using it. And if you've used chaga before, leave comments. Tell us how do you use it? What do you do with your chaga that you find? And yeah, we want to hear from you. We learn from you more than you learn from us. I guarantee you that. So thanks for joining us in the farm kitchen, and I hope you enjoy the video. First of all, what is chaga? Chaga is a mushroom, and it grows primarily on yellow or white birch trees. We have many yellow and white birch trees on our property, and we have a huge yellow birch tree right on the corner of the house. However, no such luck, no chaga there. Chaga is a mushroom that grows on the outside of a tree, and it looks like tar. To me, that's what it looks like. It's a big mushroom that looks like tar, like charcoal. It's a growth, and when you see it, you'll recognize it. It does look very similar to a burl, which is a growth that grows on the outside of trees, but it's not the same. Can you believe this used to be pasture?
Bottom 15 feet of that one's junk. This, once this gets rotted enough, down it's gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
These ones aren't bad, but all those limbs are dying for a reason. Fell down a few years ago.
Yep.
Almost rotted.
We found one. There's a chaga. Can you see? Foresting some chaga today. We're not foresting chaga, but we're foraging chaga. Foresting, foraging, whatever. We're getting out some chaga. What is that?
Oh, this is where a limb used to be.
Oh,
Peeled off the tree.
that's cool.
Peeled the bark off. This would have been the center of the limb on the main trunk.
And the chaga grew around it?
Yep.
That's cool. But you left some up there?
Yep.
That's pretty awesome. Well, if you found some for next year, and it's just little, we'll just save it for next year, right? I said if you found some for next year, and it's healthy and it's little, we'll just save it for next year.
Yeah.
In many countries, and I'm sure in places in this country, chaga is actually used to treat all different types of cancers, including Hodgkin's disease. It's a powerful adaptogen, which means that it helps your body regulate itself and adapt to changing stress conditions in your life. It's great for the immune system. It's an antiviral. It helps reduce blood sugar. So good for you. Of course, we're not doctors, so please do your own homework and please make sure that you have done your homework and always be 100% confident in what you're harvesting from the wild before you harvest anything and use it on your body or in your body.
So I'm just peeling off the black outside of the chaga and cutting it up into small pieces, because once it gets hard it'll be really hard to cut it into small pieces so you can grind it up. So, and the outside is pretty hard anyways.
And the orange part is what we want more than the black part, right?
Yep.
It's dried quite a bit overnight though, hasn't it?
Yeah. But like some of the smaller pieces are hard as a rock, so probably should get it cut up before it gets too hard.
We were scraping off the black part because we were told that you don't actually use the black part. However, we were wrong. There's all kinds of different information, different opinions about this type of thing out there. So just, like I said, do your homework. So the part that we scraped off, we actually ground in the blender and ground it into a powder. We're going to use that at a later date. For now, we're concentrating on small chunks that we will use to make an amazing chaga mushroom tea. And we are also going to do a double extracted tincture using chaga. A double extraction is where you take vodka or another alcohol and you extract the beneficial parts of the mushroom that come out through alcohol for about 8 weeks. Then, when you're done with that part, you extract from the same mushroom using water, because there are different beneficial parts of the chaga that will come out in water or in alcohol. This is what we did with all of the black parts. We ground it up. It looks like instant coffee. We have thoroughly dried our chaga, and now it's ready to use for both tea and to begin the tincture process. For the tea, I'm just using tap water. You could use distilled water or spring water. Our tap water is good here, so I'm just using that. I'm chopping up small-ish bits of chaga, maybe a ½ inch cubes, and I am just putting, maybe 1/8 of a cup into the pot of water. I'm making a tea here like you would any other kind of tea. The exception being that I'm just putting the chaga mushroom directly into the water, and I'm going to heat it on the stove. That chaga that's in the jar, that was leftover chaga from tea the other night. The beauty is you can use chaga bits for more than one batch of tea. 2 or 3 apparently is fine. I'm putting it on the stove, and I'm going to bring it up to a boil. While I'm waiting for that to come to a boil, I'm going to start chopping chaga for our double extraction. I'm using a quart-size mason jar, and I'm going to fill it about half full of chaga mushroom. Next, we'll get the vodka, because that is the alcohol that we're using to extract the different components of chaga that are removed with alcohol. It's called a decoction, but I can honestly never remember that word. Maybe in time. I'm simply filling the jar and leaving about 1 inch headspace from the top of the jar to the vodka. That's all there is to it. It was pretty funny to me that as soon as I added the vodka into the mushroom, it started bubbling and cracking. I don't know if this is normal. This is our first time of making a decoction from chaga. I don't know. Let me know. Is this normal? It was pretty cool though. sometimes you just want to take some wax paper or some parchment paper, put it on the top of your open jar, and then put your metal lid and ring on. You don't want the alcohol touching the metal lid and potentially corroding it, because we're going to need to shake this jar every day for the next 6 to 8 weeks. It really helps when you get the right size lid, just saying. And the tea has come to a boil. It's time to put it on a smaller burner on a lower heat. I simply just want to simmer this. I think you're going to be surprised when you see how dark this tea gets after 35 minutes. And for now, the rest of our dried chaga, I'm just putting in a gallon jar. We're going to save that and either use it for tea or grind it to add in with our coffee or hot cocoa, or make capsules out of it, or make a tincture in the future. We're really not sure how we're going to best like our chaga. So we're just putting this aside for now, and we'll use it throughout the year. Look how rich and dark that is. Isn't it a beautiful color? This cute little wooden thing with the strainer on top is actually a in the cup tea bag, but it works perfectly as a strainer when straining out your chaga tea. Well, farm friends, I hope that you have enjoyed this video on harvesting, foraging for, drying, using chaga. I hope you've enjoyed it, and like I said, if you have done this before yourself, if you enjoy chaga, let us know. It is a wild food. It's a wild medicinal that grows here in Maine. We're very fortunate to have it, and we're going to enjoy all of the good things that God has given us in creation to heal our bodies and keep us healthy. Thanks for joining us, and we hope you have a great day.